the initial tweet. Elon, please, for the love of democracy, decency, get off Twitter. Hand the keys to someone who does this as an actual job and get on with running Tesla and SpaceX. You're destroying your credibility, and it's just not a good look. That was quote tweeting. Yo, Elon Musk will have your attention. This is it for her $8 meltdown. To which Elon replied, by the way, you got 43,000 likes. Pretty good for Mark Ruffalo. Let's see, Elon Musk replies, hot take, not everything AOC says is 100% accurate. 140,000 likes. Some of the other replies, cry more, it'll be $8. You're right, Mark. Everyone who disagrees with you politically has an illegitimate opinion. 5,000 likes. I've been using this meme way too much. Blame it on Hollywood. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. Just pay the $8 and sit in a corner, Mark. Celebrities wanting blue checks, Mark, should be charged $8,000 a month. Mark, for all sanity, please stay out of politics and business and stick to being a big smashing green boy that everyone knows and loves. You couldn't do a better job, and we know that. So just sit down before you embarrass yourself. Absolutely getting crushed. And then the media piles on top of that. Elon Musk publicly slammed Mark Ruffalo for criticizing his purchase of Twitter, telling the actor not everything Representative Ocasio-Cortez says is 100% accurate, following an online spat with the progressive politician. Hot take, not everything AOC says is 100% accurate. Jack Dorsey's successor said in response to Ruffalo, who's best known for portraying Hulk in Marvel's Avengers movies and for his role in the Academy Award-winning film Spotlight. A day earlier, on Saturday, the 54-year-old actor said what I already tweeted, right? Musk, who officially announced that Twitter's new owner last week, had pledged to increase free speech in his attempt to dissolve social media platforms' left-wing bias. However, SpaceX and Tesla founder has also faced backlash from celebrities and politicians for charging users monthly subscriptions for verification as a way to increase Twitter's revenue stream. Again, it's not charging for verification, that's just part of it. He's charging for additional Twitter Blue features. We also talked about earlier today, if you checked out my earlier videos, by the way, if you're not subscribed, please do take a moment to do that. I don't care where you watch me, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, YouTube. I just hope that you're subscribed. A couple of things. We now know that the verification process was compromised, that there were systems in place where people were paying up to $15,000 to get verified on Twitter. Now, there were allegedly Twitter employees involved in this, but in addition to that, there were PR agencies and a wide variety of other people who got involved in all of this as well. So we know the verification blue checkmark is compromised, so it doesn't even necessarily mean people are who they say they are. What this is a bunch of leftist elites who saw that blue checkmark as an indication that they were in fact better than you, losing that, and then promptly losing their minds. I'm not kidding. That's what this is. We've seen that by the response to all of this. Of course, Lil Mao, a billionaire, earnestly trying to sell people the idea that free speech is actually $8. Again, this is leftist gaslighting. If anyone around you tries to say that, like, this is a free speech issue, like Ethan Klein tried to, it's not. You are free to use Twitter for free and say whatever you want within the terms of service. You can choose to pay $8 for access to upload videos and like verified only tab, which will help filter out bots allegedly, which I guess I kind of understand. If you go to your verified tab, you know, hey, they're not, my account's not getting filled up with bot replies. It's not something I really deal with, but I know it's something Elon deals with and with a lot of people, a lot of Twitter followers. Of course, Elon absolutely torching her with your feedback is appreciated, now pay $8. On Thursday, AOC tried to pretend like, Elon Musk himself had gone out of his way to screw with her particular Twitter account, which of course was not true, and we all know where that went. So, I mean, I think it's pretty hilarious hearing from Mark Ruffalo after the man has tweeted like, rip JoJo. I mean, everything he says, like if he was even, there's two options with him saying rip JoJo, okay? Either he had no idea what was going on in the trial and no idea about JoJo's criminal history, which was proudly displayed during the trial, or he knew and he didn't care. I think both are probably equally bad. And you know, these replies to Mark are everything. Not a good look. Defund bad cops and police departments. Tell Obama we need an executive order. Mark, you're insufferable. Would pay $8 for you to leave Twitter. Who are all these, like, you know, you get the weird nerds protecting Elon thing, but it's just a way to deflect. It's all hilarious to me that, like, these Hollywood elites think that they all know better and that they're better than everybody else, and then this is them kicking and screaming. If you look at Mark Ruffalo, for a guy with 8.3 million followers, okay, 500 likes, 400 likes, 800 likes. Is it possible that guys like Mark Ruffalo are really worried that Elon is going to purge the bots and that they're going to see that really there's only a few thousand people who give a dang about the things that they have to say? 300 likes. You have 8 million followers. You can't even break 1,000 likes. I mean, he retweeted this and got 100 likes, 150 likes. Here you go, 5,000. Good for you. Good for you, Mark. Out of your 8.3 million totally real followers, you got 5,000 of them. Absolutely pathetic. I'm absolutely loving these celebrities losing their elite status. They can all leave for all I care. They can all go to Mastodon if they want. I'll be there too, just like I'm everywhere. But they won't have the same status, and they'll all be back. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Nice. My favorite show's coming back tonight. Time to start.
How much they fucking hate that bit. And yeah, the person who designed it, I'm sure they're happy with what they did, okay? They didn't make several enemies.
Wasn't that David Jeffy?
Yeah, that's what Logan was saying.
Yeah, the guy who complained about Metroid Dread being poorly designed. What a joke.
As it really does feel like, it's like, you made that, please stop. Like,
Yeah.
Just put so many people through so much pain.
Yeah. Well, on screen, the update stuff takes a bit in this one, but they change it in the second one, fortunately.
Oh god, yeah, putting your blood points into upgrades, it takes fucking forever in this game. If you're ever in an awkward position of, like, upgrading it to fight a boss immediately, and it's not like it's after a checkpoint. Someone in chat was saying that happens to them on one of the higher upgrade ones. Thank god. That's awful. So anyway, yeah, you get through the underworld, then you go back up to Athens for a little while, and then you start playing the endgame, which is quite something, isn't it?
God. That's what I was referring earlier, that I haven't been so angry at a game for a while.
You and I approached this differently, let's just put it that way, because your first phase, I think you were trying to save your rage. I think I used it, like, immediately on my playthrough.
Yeah.
And it helped me get through this part really quick.
Tried to save my magic, at least on my second day of trying this, because at some point I was just so angry and was late, I was like, I need to stop, or I'm gonna get a heart attack.
Yeah, well, something that I think gave us both the edge we needed to complete it was knowing that you get infinite mana during rage. That really helps, because the Hades minions thing is like an excellent move, it just costs so much mana.
Yeah, I think I ended up using Kronos stuff.
Okay, dude, I just realized I fucking dominated him without rage, actually.
Yeah, I remember watching you doing this part of the fight. In the one where you finished it, I think, you absolutely demolished his first phase. He didn't even hit you once. Kind of crazy.
Well, yeah. This is the phase that's, like, relatively chill. It's this one that...
His damage is insane, though. The damage he deals is fucking nuts.
That's why I said relatively, because that part...
It is a normal fighting phase where you use your weapons and you're against one enemy and you can concentrate on that. And then we get to this.
This part?
And
famous.
Good God, I don't know what the fuck happened here. I don't know how that went through anything.
So, I had a friend that I was talking to about how he had recently gone through, or at least within the year, I think, gone through the Final game. He said, I was just like, oh, about the fucking, the save your family part, and he was like, oh yeah, I love that bit. I was like, what? He was like, oh, because
difficulty.
So he was talking about what it means story-wise, and how much you could draw out of it, and how cool it is that he's sort of fighting off all of these angry Kratoses that, and I was like, what difficulty did you play the game on? He was like, I think the normal. I was like, right.
Yeah,
that probably made it a
I
little
think on normal I didn't complain about this part, but when you played on hard,
well, you can imagine God of War mode or type whatever it's called in this. Jeez.
that's what I was thinking the whole time. Like, I don't know. They deal a pretty significant amount of damage as well. And they easily stun lock you. You basically have to get in a certain rhythm and kill as many as you can. Just do like, I don't know, aim the ground pound attack at your wife, basically. And hope for the best. But then, even then, sometimes in certain angles, some of them just straight up ignore your ground pound attacks. Is what I've noticed, and I couldn't make any rhyme or reason of it. Some of them had like a weird angle where for some reason the attack didn't reach, but sometimes you hit like 5 of them and only 3 went up, and the other one were like, nah, I'm here now, fuck you.
There was an element of luck, I think, of victory on this one. You had some hideously bad luck. You lost at like the final dude like 3 different times.
Yeah, that fucker on the stone back there that shoots stuff.
I warned you about him.
Yeah.
Fucking hate the guy in the back. Why did they do that? That was so unnecessary, just throwing a random Kratos in the background that tosses lightning over. It's like, why?
Because I think you need to kill a certain amount of them, because I had one going back and forth, and there was one guy with a big sword keeps spawning. I was like, okay, I guess I have to jump over there because I had no magic. And then I got that guy, but in the meantime, the guy with the sword killed the wife and family. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah.
I think the way I finally finished that part was just killing as many as I can with a ground attack onto the family. And then when I saw them getting overwhelmed, I just spammed the Cronus' Rage. Went into Berserk mode, spammed it more, and then it eventually
Oh, dude, look at me getting chained
out
by these fuckers.
That's the most infuriating fucking thing.
Tag, and you're just spamming everything. You're like, I can't move.
I'll go to Caramore. Little early to settle.
Yeah, this part is well known by every player of God of War 1 on hard difficulties. It is a thing you need to use everything you know and have learned, maybe even more than that, to your family can be at full HP and they can knock them down in seconds if you're away for too long, which
it's annoying. Oh yeah, because I think after I finished this, I was looking for speedruns for God of War 1, because I'd never seen one, which is interesting because I watched quite a bit of speedrunning back in the day. It was a pretty good video, actually. It was someone just absolutely demolished the game who wasn't even like an active runner, he was just playing offline. And then at some point joined the community and was like, oh, I can do this like way faster, by the way. I was just challenging myself, and he was like always a bit of a dick about it. But then he put out videos part by part where he showed what he found, and it just half the time of completion. It was actually nuts. And because I was curious, how do speedrunners do this one? Like, they must have something. And it's like, oh yeah, there's an infinite mana glitch all the way at the beginning that you can do. So, oh yeah, that helps.
Oh, that would probably
great until it's done. I think the way is when you get Cronus' Rage, you can just kind of clip through the top of it with like some kind of high jump. Watch out. And then the game just thinks you're in that unlimited magic mode to test out your magic.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it just gets constantly refilled all the time.
Oh, dude, when you're at this part where a few of them are spawning, so you can just start using the grab. It's like, have I done it? Have I finally done it?
Yeah, you have that fucker in the back.
Yeah, he's still fucking around, because
you have to kill him. Well, I guess you just grab until you have enough magic to just throw lightning at him.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to do, is get Zeus's bolts.
Smart. That's smart.
Oh, there you go. I remember being like, Jesus fucking Christ, finally.
Oh no, he died at some point, okay.
And then you get the final fight.
Yeah,
this
where
one
they-
either.
Here, take this weapon you've never used before. And also, you don't have a proper health bar. You have to do like a duel where you have to.
Yeah, it's like a tug of
I don't know,
war.
you have to have the bar all the way. And in like 2 hits, you can get like half of it away from you in heart. It's. There's like a couple of times where it was almost done, and then just hits you a couple of times like, well, that's a complete reset. Time to start over. Woohoo!
Yeah, look at that. I was getting close to win it there, but not anymore.
And reset. No, that's. I
was going to say, look at the timeline. It's like, this is not my
so
victory run.
annoying.
Also, a strange choice for the God of War to have, like, spider legs coming out of the back of him. Or whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. He was like, that's those spider legs. The range with the attacks he has.
Yeah.
So many times. I think the hitbox is actually longer than the spider legs. Sometimes. But yeah, that was a big old tug of war. It's really annoying.
Yeah, that's the God of War 1. It was really fun and neat and cool. But man, it's not aging so great. To be fair, some of this stuff wasn't good at the time. I remember this being piss at the time anyway. Like, everyone complained about the Underworld as the game came out.
Yeah.
But his clunk to movement, to combat, to the camera, to the graphics, obviously. I remember this still being, like, visually impressive at the time, but it's...
Yeah.
for sure. But, like, a very respectful beginning to a series.
Yeah. But basically, the game ends with you misunderstanding semantics. It's like, yeah, we forgive you your sins. We never said we're gonna make you forget about them. And then you try just like, oh man, I have nothing else to lose. I'm just gonna kill myself. And then Athena's like, no, you're the God of War now. Get wrecked. It's like,
Yeah, which,
wow.
funnily enough, is like,
Craig.
you know what?
Craigs.
Cool. Like, I guess
Thank
I'll
you.
be... Because he seems to be, like, kind of happy about that they imply that he's the God of War up until present day.
Yeah.
Of our world, sort of thing. It's like, oh, okay. And
Yeah,
then
because
it's like,
see all these scenes with
yeah.
World War 1, 2, or whatever.
Yeah, all
Like,
into, like, Spec Ops type people.
Right.
So it's, it's like that's it. It's one and done franchise. Be full. And then it made loads of money. And they were like, wait a minute. It's God of War thing. Maybe we should make another one. That was funny. I was trying to jump right into God of War 2 from the end of my God of War 1 stream, and the emulator was like fucking crapping out. But never managed to pull it off. But then I got everything fixed, thanks to, and I think I mentioned it when I started up, the advice of people on stream. Appreciate it. And the emulator was running better than ever, I think. Yeah, this one we open story-wise with Kratos is drunk with power, and he's basically doing the shit that Ares was doing now.
Yeah.
Which has prompted the gods to want to try and stop him. Or at the very least, Athena. She opens with sort of... She like a lightning strikes him, reduces him from Godzilla-type kaiju man into normal man. And then she puts that power into this statue that comes alive and starts trying to kill you. Oh, okay. And then
Remember how she said they can't attack each other? I guess that's that. I would call that attack.
feels like God of War 2 is like, fuck that. We're doing other stuff now. Oh yeah, do we mention casually, by the way, that fucking Kratos just escapes the underworld? That's just something you could do. Like, you could be killed.
Yeah, he was so angry, he was like, no. I'm gonna go back.
It's so strange because it's so, like, accepted by people who play it, including myself, by the way, that you get killed. You get your, like, torso is torn out by that thing that Ares does to you. And it's like, I'm in the underworld now. And it's like, yeah, you gotta, complete a few puzzler platformers, kill some enemies, then you'll be back in the living world. That makes sense, right? Yeah, makes sense. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I think Chains of Olympus happens before this one, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought all the PSP ones were
which
prequels.
is the one where you meet your brother Deimos. And I think the gods took Deimos from towards Olympus and not you. And then you find him again because you thought he was dead, but he's not really dead. But then he dies at the end. Oh, it's Ghost of Sparta. Sorry. Yeah.
Would talk about those, but I haven't played them, so.
It's been 2 years, and I don't recall them that much. But yeah, this is the one where you meet your brother, and I think you.
Oh, sorry, no, I haven't played Chains of Olympus. I didn't play Ghost of Sparta.
I kind of mixed those two up in their storylines, because in one of them you actually meet your daughter again.
Yeah, you kill Persephone in one of them, right?
Yeah.
That's what Hades references in God of War 3 then as well.
And you decide not to stay with your daughter in order to actually save the gods, I think, because someone is doing some shenanigans, and then you do that and help Olympus, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, people saying Persephone is Chains of Olympus. I definitely played that one then.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to read all of them, but I didn't have time, unfortunately. But yeah, that's about it. It's going to be more interesting when we get to 3, because we do the whole thing with Pandora, which you kind of sees like a daughter, which we kind of did already in that PSP one. Then where you already is like, okay, I need to not chill with my daughter because I need to help here or something.
It's intentional. One confirms Zeus is the Gravedigger. Isn't there Ascension that does that? And it's because it's literally like the fighting mode or something. You can choose the Gravedigger, and he has like an animation where he turns into Zeus.
I do not remember.
I remember someone said that somewhere in some YouTube short or whatever. That's how I found out about it. But I remember theories about the Gravedigger being Zeus before that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just the idea that Zeus is the one that facilitated Ares' downfall with Kratos, along with Athena more than likely, and then they both decided fuck Kratos in God of War 2.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the story again is getting weird, because Kratos does get stabbed, he ends up in the underworld again, but then Gaia is like, nah.
But it's even funnier than that, because you make your way towards the city. Athena is trying to kill you, and then all of a sudden Zeus is like, hey, here, take the Blade of Olympus, it's really good. You only need to put all your power in it. And Kratos is like, okay, alright. Why are you helping me though? Here's the blade. And then he gets smooshed by the statue after he beats it by accident.
Yeah, then
Zeus beats him because he lost all his power. Then Zeus comes up and is like, thank you for your power. And then he stabs you. It's a really weird beginning for the story.
So this was interesting. A lot of people were like pointing out that Sparta, because Sparta gets destroyed by Zeus, right?
Yeah.
So, is that still canon, or did we, with the time shenanigans, did that get undone?
This is the thing. The whole time shenanigans doesn't make any fucking sense. It's all full of time paradoxes. Because when you get to the Fates, you only kill one of them. The other one just get trapped in another mirror. Basically, they can just go back to the Temple of the Fates and still stop you again.
Well, yeah, spoiler alert, that's going to be the big criticism of this game.
Yeah.
But for now, yeah, we'll just say that Zeus kills him, Gaia is like, nah, that's not happening. Then you ride a Pegasus to, you need to get to the Fates, specifically so you can just alter fate. Which, I know if the Fates are like a story that's been told, but like, this is something you need to execute very carefully, and we will stumble across why very soon. Because the one thing that's going really well for this series right now isn't the plot, it's Kratos' character. This guy who's so fucking angry, he won't die, and he's gonna kill everybody, and he gets to meet all these things that we recognize from Greek mythology, and go to these cool worlds and do this fun combat. It's like, okay, that's all good. He's still got all of that running pretty well functioning, and the Temple of the Fates, that's the whole game, is basically going through this giant series of puzzles and combat to get to the Fates, basically.
Yeah.
It's the same, it's God of War 1 again, but everything is refined. Everything is smoother.
It looks a bit nicer. The combat is a bit smoother.
I think it's
basically
just
listen to the. It feels like they just listened to the feedback of the first game and improved upon basically everything.
Like, I don't know that there's anything I think is better in God of War 1 than 2.
I couldn't tell you anything. I think it's just straight up all improved.
And it's no wonder to me that God of War 2 has a huge level of respect from fans. It's just like, this is how games often are supposed to go. Like, you like that first thing, we'll give you more of it, and we'll change up a whole bunch of stuff, and continue the story, quote unquote, but we're mainly just trying to get you to have the same fun you had, but also change it up in a more. Improved other than story? That's actually a good point. The story probably is better in God of War 1.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a given, to be honest. That's why I didn't mention it. I was just
the thing
I
is
was only playing about gameplay here. Yeah.
They're both not exactly great.
No, they are.
But yeah, obviously looking for highlights as well as we go through, but I mainly want to get to that part, so I'm talking about it because it's super important for story.
Not bad.
But first of all, I think it's hilarious that when you come across the Fates, that one of them is in the kill me room. Is so funny. I've been looking to see if there's any context for why that could make any sense at all. That one of them just lives in a room that's solely designed to kill it. Like, what is the point of all of it?
You mean the last one? The one you killed?
The big Chungus one.
Yeah. Why is there like blades, pendulum blades just around? It's such a weird room.
I'm gonna find it. Oh wait, I think I skipped over it. Is it or is it before this? Oh, it's definitely after the Kraken fight wasn't very good. I remember being disappointed about that.
Oh yeah, you kind of just have to stun him, then do the things, and then you're done. So yeah.
Yeah. Is it after? Is she the last of the Fates you fight? I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, the Chungus one is the very last one of the Fates you fight. Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, this whole room was kind of funny to me because it's just everything you're completing. I don't understand this at all. Like, it's all mechanically, it's all perfectly normal. It's all gamey game.
Yeah, but why is this here this way? It's really weird.
Yeah, it's just a giant, fat, long thing, and all these devices and contraptions, they're like solely used by you to just facilitate her death. Very, very odd. But alright, yeah, we'll roll it back a bit and go to the other two Fates you fight. Mm-hmm. The fight ends with you locking them behind
one of the mirrors, the last mirror that's the middle one.
Yeah, and then you smash them, the implication being they can't get back to this time. They are trying now wherever they were. And it's like, okay, but wherever they are as a them there, and a functioning series of mirrors, I assume.
Yeah, so they can probably still come back if they wanted to.
Presumably, but this is the thing, because you're fucking with time so much, I have no idea what any of this really means for anything, anyone, anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for me to believe that these guys would be beaten by you, because they could look at the future.
Fate. Yeah.
Presumably they
decided I'm gonna fight you instead of using all the abilities I have to not do that.
Yeah, so I almost want to skip to it, because like those problems, we can dig into more of them, but let's just highlight the main one. For those who don't know, Kratos is like, aha, now I have the thing I very much want. I can go back in time and try and stop these particular events from happening. It's like, wait, why don't I just go back in time and grab the Titans from the big old Titan war, and then drag them to present time?
Yeah,
it is present
somehow
time.
Does that.
And then we can all attack Mount Olympus. It's like, all right, let's do it. That'll be the thing to do. Because that's the second thing he does. Like, where does he travel the first time?
Oh, he goes to
Zeus is killing him. Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, there's two Kratos here. One that has been stabbed, who I guess went to hell.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I didn't know.
So, a fool.
Because we have the prime, let's call it the prime timeline, and then he goes back in time to attack Zeus here, and you have your big old boss fight.
Make it so.
And as you just highlighted, there was a second Kratos there. What happened to him? I don't know.
He must have grabbed to go to hell, and when he comes back, Zeus is already dead. He's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, well, maybe he just fucking died. Like, whatever, you can do it. Other Kratos.
Kratos wasn't as committed as the one of our timeline. He says, oh, I guess I'm dead now.
Your turn.
But yeah, here comes Athena, being a fucking idiot.
She was a day's ride from here.
I remember seeing Zeus crawling around the background. Oh, damn it.
Like, ouch.
You fool. Yeah, here it comes. Kratos is gonna go for that extra stab. He stabs Zeus in the chest so many times.
It's yours.
Yeah. That's funny because when we finish this part, the game, he just goes back up to Olympus and then he's fine.
Yeah.
No worries.
But yeah, Kratos feels really bad about stabbing Athena, even though she's been kind of a cunt to you, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I appreciate this because this helps inform a certain event much later in these games. So yeah, then Kratos is like real mad, and so he decides, I'm gonna go back in time, grab the Titans, and set up God of War 3 by attacking Mount Olympus. It's like, okay, cool. But you have access to all of time. Maybe you start to think about how all this happened. It's like, why do you want to kill the gods? Because they betrayed you. Why did they betray you? It's like, well, you became the God of War and got too zealous. It's like, why'd that happen? And it's like, well, I ended up killing Ares and becoming God of War. It's like, why'd that happen? And like, well, I hate Ares, and they wanted me to do it. And it's like, why'd you hate Ares? It's like, oh, well, he tricked me into killing my family.
Oh
That's
man,
the
might
one
want
event
to go back there.
The one event he would absolutely want to change and can change.
Yeah.
And yeah, once you realize that, I think this is what absolutely annihilates God of War 2's story.
Yep, absolutely.
There's nothing any developer or writer can say, because it's fucked. And did you say that the comment on this was that he was too angry?
Yeah, apparently the devs or writers said he was too angry to remember his family. It's
That's
like,
unacceptable.
fuck off. Also, it's probably worth mentioning, like, Zeus is alive this whole time while you do your little adventure, and he just doesn't care to stop you.
You have the power of the fates, and he's not doing anything about it. Yeah,
he's not doing shit. It's the same with God of War 3, to be honest. Well, I guess God of War 3 is busy fighting the Titans. I guess you have a little bit of leeway there.
It's even worse that the writers would have said that, because that means they literally have no fucking clue, like, how to justify this one. It's like,
Kratos kind of forgot, exactly.
Little bit, yeah. I'm too mad to remember my motivation. Yeah, meanwhile, in 2018 it feels like that's never, ever, ever not on his mind. Like that, that whole event, even with the new family. But yeah, despite all the things we just said though, I love God of War 2. Mechanically, it's fucking rock solid at this point. Almost everything is working super, super duper well. And, and you get some cool, big old spectacle pieces, plenty of characters to meet once again, and fun fights, and, good style upgrades, difficult challenges and stuff. The final fight being a lot less cringe, actually, than God of War 1. And then, super hype for setting up God of War 3. It was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So, which, I mean, I guess we'll move on to, because this thing, me and Mel are not going to be here all night, okay, folks? Nice casual chat. And so begins God of War 3, which I've said before and I'll say again. I was hyped as hell for this game, got it on release, and played it all night, and that was one of my favorite gaming experiences of all time when I first played this game.
It's such a hype game. It delivers on so many levels.
Dude, the fucking intro credits, did you play this on your stream?
I assume I did.
This is when you boot up the game, it's not when you hit start.
I think I put in the PS3 version of the Saga edition, and it forces you to watch it the first time. So I did at least watched it offline when I checked out the
Oh, it's the... Sorry, we haven't mentioned it yet. This is a given. The fucking music. All the war games. Dude. Glorious.
Replaying these now and just listening a bit more to the music, I think it's one of my favorite soundtracks in video gaming. It's fucking awesome.
Absolutely. And yeah, this intro credits just summarizes the events of God of War 1 and 2, and despite the fact that we don't know how goofy they are, when they're presented like this, and they end with an army of titans after an army of gods, you're just like, you can't not be hyped. How weird. Yeah, gorgeous artwork as well, and like I said, the track behind all this, and yeah, this felt like almost the height of God of War's popularity for gaming. But to be honest with you, it's probably been reached its renaissance again now with
hell yeah,
Ragnarok as well. I'm gonna be really curious.
I'm even more excited for Ragnarok than I was for Elden Ring.
Yeah, I think that I would agree with you on that one.
You know what it means.
I was excited for Elden Ring.
I was pretty excited for Elden Ring. I mean, I played the fuck out of that game. Like, I think one of my first streams was like 12 hours long. Like, I played the fuck out of that game.
That was a long boy.
Yeah, I haven't touched it since, by the way.
Well, the thing is, I was invested in Elden Ring mechanically.
Yeah.
I'm invested in God of War mechanically and for story. Both to very high degrees, so it's satisfactory.
The only thing I've heard so far is from the initial reviews is that it's liked, but that doesn't mean anything necessarily.
Oh, I'm just avoiding everything. Someone's already mentioned, I think it's in the super chat, that we'll try and get to that YouTube's already filled with fucking spoilers and they're recommending it to people who have anything to do with God of War.
I somehow completely avoided. I just feel bad because people who were watching our streams been telling me, it's like, oh yeah, YouTube is just recommending to me all these spoilers that are in thumbnails, and it's like, god damn it.
On about 5 or 6 separate occasions, I'll be reading titles of just random videos, and it'll say like, Thor in a trend, and I'll go, nope.
I've been really lucky. I haven't seen anything on Twitter, nothing on YouTube.
The story for this game is super straightforward.
We're attacking Olympus.
With the Titans against the gods, and as the game progresses, all the Titans and all the gods die. Everyone fucking dies. This is the everyone dies game. And it is hilarious. It is funny, this is like the shortest God of War, I want to say. I don't know if that's actually true. I'm guessing it is.
It feels like the shortest. It goes by so quickly.
Yep, and it's... I don't know, man. It's just like, it's perfect. Like I fucking love this game.
Like you're on the back of Gaia, and it's like, and you just start ripping shit apart.
Yeah, this is the peak of the formula. They nailed it. They've done it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. You see Gaia fighting against Poseidon a bit, and this playthrough is like, man, no wonder the Titans fucking lost. You guys have no fucking chance.
No, the gods are super powered.
Poseidon is handling like a little clown boy Gaia. Like, you're getting wrecked.
Yeah, Poseidon just fucking shoots right through the heart of one of the Titans to open.
Yeah, he just kills one on the way to Gaia. He's like, fuck you, get wrecked. He's like, no!
There was a post on the Mull subreddit asking why Mull got rid of his part 3 of the God of War 3 stream. And someone's like, what do you mean? It's like, well, because, it was 4 parts for God of War 1, 3 for God of War 2, so how many, it wasn't just 2 for God of War 3, was there? It's like, yeah, there was.
Yeah, I think I had 2 or 3
It's really strange. I blasted through this game. And to be honest with you, in retrospect, I probably should have tried. I don't know if it would have become the spike of difficulty would have been too much, but
I had 2 parts as well.
I'd be curious to try it on. This would be out of all the games, this is the one I wouldn't mind trying on the hardest difficulty. Because I think
you steamroll pretty hard towards the end. You get so many orbs. It's crazy.
There's a couple of parts in this campaign that are pretty difficult though, and I wonder how they play on.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did it on the PS3 back in the day. I don't know if I could do it these days without blowing some kind of aneurysm or something. And then that when you start, struggling through it. But yeah, what can you say about this game? Graphically gorgeous. Mechanically, they've listened and they've put everything in place to be the way that people would likely want it. And story, I mean, they've they made Kratos kill all of the Greek gods, and they gave them very specific and gruesome deaths.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. Some of the gods just get one-hit killed though, which is a little bit disappointing. Like, is it Helios, is it, right? He just gets
Helios is one of the disappointing ones, I would say, yeah, because Poseidon being almost the tutorial kill is acceptable, I think, as well as the spectacle of it is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Hades is my favorite boss fight in the original trilogy.
Fucking awesome. It's my favorite fight too. Like, visually, the way you get his weapon, then he comes out of the water, like, as a skeleton, basically. It's like, oh.
Yeah, so thematically it's perfect. You kill him with his own weapons. And, yeah, I love the way it starts. Clancy Brown fucking nailing it. His voice. And then this arena. And, yeah, cinematically spectacle. It's all just top-notch. And it's quite cool in terms of mechanics. A lot of it is very well telegraphed and varied.
Yeah.
What you're dealing with. A very, very strong boss fight. Oh, of course, the music as well.
You
don't skip that, boys. I mean, we decide
yeah. Right. You just fucking put your thumbs in his eyes, and you get the POV of it. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, this is a cool intro for Hades.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, by the way, Hades is a good example of it. I think a lot of people in chat will probably say this now. Like, people don't like his design. I think it's fucking awesome.
I love it. It's great.
I love the furnace type mask face he's got going, and then this lashy, spiky, like all of it is fucking gross. And
you start legitimately just cutting parts off of his body.
Yeah,
and they kind of live, and then you have to beat them up. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, I remember some people feeling like he's too beastly and flashy and stuff. I don't like it. And it makes me think about Thor. You know, we'll be seeing how that ends up soon enough, which is as early as tomorrow. But I trust them to have their own versions of this stuff.
Yeah,
we'll see. But,
I mean, I have faith in Ragnarok. I really do. They did such a good job with 2018. And people keep saying Corey Balrog is his name, right?
Balrog.
I say Balrog, it's funnier. Like, he liked Last of Us 2. It's like, yeah, maybe, but this is like his own story.
Plenty of people we trust like Last of Us 2, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And hey, whatever, the proof will be in the pudding, right? If it's bad, it's bad.
Absolutely.
If it's good, it's good. We'll see.
I'll be furious if it's bad.
I will be very sad, yeah.
I'll be, don't take... I said it on my last God of War 2018 tour. It's like, please don't take this franchise away from me. Just let me have this one.
Yeah.
This is the one I really, really like.
I want this one to go on forever. I want Egypt. And I want it to be amazing.
I mean, you go through it and you're like, they do exist. Like, Egyptians and the Mayans, they both exist with proof with Tyr's Temple in that one. So we can go there.
Well, I'm pretty sure
there's
Japanese,
also,
Chinese, and Celtic too. So it's just
and they already confirmed that Tyr was able to go through all these realms with the Omni Stone or whatever it was called.
Well, I mean, it's funny you say that. I'm pretty sure the developers have confirmed that we're seconds from that being confirmed in universe. That I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, the reality is they see it as like a planet, and the Greek stuff is like around the Greece area, and then the Norse stuff is like Scandinavian countries, and so as if apparently that's how it works. I was just like, don't make it work like that, please. That's so dumb. Like, cause there should have been so much more crossover by now if that's how it would work. But apparently that's going to be how they're going to do it.
I really want to see the gods that we didn't see die or seen at all. Like Artemis, for example. Like, I think she only is in there as like a voice line.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time. I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their feet. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Ariel.
Full test orders need to clear the path. And wants to
Confoundingly, this made no impression. I suppose it would. Moving on. You then found shelter in China, and from there made your way to her.
$99.2. Oh my god, I hate all these motherfucking bullshit tests. Why do I get all the bullshit? Why? I just want to be sick without taking the COVID test. That would be great for me.
I watched her during the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap poor man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult.
Well, that alliance has been dissolved irrevocably. I killed Letho and Rock Lane.
So we have to believe that is all. With these formalities ceased. I might have been used.
Feels more like a deal.
You do not like Gary. Everyone would tell me.
I hope all COVID tests sell out one day.
This might come news, waste is not taking time for Come with me.
Hire 3v1 fem debate. You should def get up with MDD more. I would love that. That sounds great.
Okay.
Didn't want to disappear. Silence. My daughter's city. We will find her. How many? 30? So why now? You know her. Because she trusts us. She trusts me. Yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. I've left lost years. For reasons of state. Enough of this banter. You will agree with us. If for no other reason than because I feel pain. Or when you touch another, you feel contact. Considerably more. I need information, not motivation. My core of heart, Jennifer will tell you the rest. Disorder. Take it.
Please be close. There are many honorable guests in the palace. Soon the gentleman is served. Need not bother.
I'll be on camera soon, by the way, guys. I'm just putting my makeup on. As usual. Did you see what happened in Arizona? People mad. No, what happened in Arizona?
We've matters to attend to. Now, do you understand why our enemy is here?
Problems with the voting? Uh-oh. No, it's true. Katy Perry voted red. I was surprised, but not too surprised, honestly. My back hurts. Missed you yesterday? Aw, I missed you guys too.
Before the world conquers. In two places, Venom and Noble. The trailing Venom is most promising. You should make that your first step. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn in Moscow. One of the Emperor's agents. You should get in touch. No, sorry to spoil your time. Your boy has come up with the class of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed recruits, rumors. But there you are to help our mutual acquaintance. Just slow down. Karen has got a crazy plot. I shall set up the skeleton. There was a massive explosion there recently. Blew half a forest down. I believe this has something to do with...
You and Destiny were both AFK yesterday. I had nothing to watch while gaming. Huh. Sorry, dude. I needed Monday. Having a little bit of a rough time, you know?
So why don't I teleport?
Sorry, one of the more reasonable quality streamers I've come across. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that.
You really quite dazzling. But if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you investing in alone in the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Barr. That's him over there.
Though I might step away for a second to get some Tylenol because my back is hurting.
Just check those leads and come back home in one piece. I should be waiting.
I slept 14 hours, so I don't have to worry about no streams. Nice. Big fact, Foley streamers are pretty unhinged. Really? Think so? People seem to forget that politics is like my main content for some reason.
How might I serve you, gentlemen? By returning my things.
It's crazy. Music is making me want to get down. Yeah, it's some good shit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some Tylenol.
Brigands will keep the gentleman's robes fresh for somewhat longer. The Emperor is not going to have patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Mention something of the sort. So long.
interested to see who the governor is going to be for Maryland, because we've always had Larry Hogan, but he has a term limit, so he didn't run.
He was to find her at the Emperor's command.
So, we'll see. Hawks is like fucking crazy. Hawks is so crazy that Larry Hogan didn't endorse him. What's your IG? Let me see if I can find it. In a second. One subject that's interesting is neurodivergent perspectives on political views. I think many poly or psych streamers are often neurodivergent. Maybe. I mean, streaming is giving a lot of people an opportunity that wouldn't have an opportunity otherwise, so... Perpetually behind on streams and can't watch much live streams because of work hours, but I'm glad I caught you, so I can let you know that you have great content, and it def makes the day go by quicker at work. Gotta go, but love you. Here's to more than minimum wage. Oh my god, Kat, thank you so much. Kat Johnson with the $50. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Kat. I really appreciate that. Damn. Kat, you are such a fucking baller. I hope you have a great day at work, okay? I'll check Discord to see if you have it. No worries. Thought you had a public one. I love makeup tutorials actually for you, but OMG, yes, you deserve that donut. Pat, that's so cool of you. Thanks. Yeah, I do have a public IG. I just don't remember what it was. I never use it. I need to get that back into it.
Yeah.
My daughter Layla says you're the coolest banana on Twitch, and
Looking for a man. What do you want? Want to talk to him? What about? Give me a bottle of something strong.
thanks, Amber. Hope you have a great time.
You gotta go. I'll open the back way for you. Haven't finished my drink yet.
Thank you, Amber. I actually feel like I'm terrible at makeup, but you know, I appreciate that.
Got two stools, see? Oi, Ray boy, what's the point of having two swords? What, do you think he's an extra prick in his trousers too? You fucking deaf? Could I say who you are? Or do I need to loosen your tongue with my knife? Somebody I prefer not to be bothered while he's having a drink. Hear that? We've a distinguished gentleman in our midst. John your boots, Governor.
Yeah. Okay, let me know when it shows up. Alright, thank you. I'll eat some dinner tonight. It looked good. Imperials on the raid. Anything else you can tell me about Henry?
This is more funky. I like this.
Catch up with a widow whose husband is sad. Always seems to know when they're coming. Always managing to go out the back. Always a balance. I'd rather you not make any more trouble for yourself or us both.
this is changing. This song is changing up a little bit, and I don't know if I like this one as much now. Alright, now we're back to, I like this part of the song. Bruh, where did my under eye stick go? I'm here for the full ride, Banana Slice. I got all dressed up for you guys. I hope you like it.
I got him, but okay. Maybe not, though.
and Georgia. Georgia, I'm very interested in. Also Pennsylvania, obviously. Pennsylvania Oz versus Fetterman. What about you guys? Republicans are heavily favored to regain control of the House, but the size of their majority is still in question. There's a lot to watch. Virginia's 2nd District, Texas's 34th District, Pennsylvania's 8th District, and Michigan's 3rd District. I'm assuming Maryland governorship is going to go blue. The only time we go red is for Larry Hogan. And he can't. So let's see. What to watch hour by hour, 7 p.m. Oz looks so much worse after his political bid. I'm in NorCal. I'm focused on a lot of our prop bids for gambling and dialysis and what that means going forward. Interesting. Hey, Sonsol. Calling on Discord? Oh, shit. Sorry, my bad. Here, give me a second. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Stardust. The famous Stardust.
I don't know about that one. Just 1 second. Let me make sure people can hear you. 1 second. Okay. I have you up all the way. Let me see if I can turn you up on your comms. And can you speak again?
I can talk real close to the mic like this. How's that?
That's good. Yeah. How's it going?
How's it going? What do you think of the midterm? I see that you're covering them too.
Yeah. So obviously we're not going to know a whole lot until basically until 7. Even then we're not going to know a whole lot. But I'm interested in Georgia and I'm interested in Pennsylvania. I think
Oz race is one of the most depressing fucking things in the entire world. Holy fucking shit.
It is. Yeah, it is 100%.
What is the polling on that like right now? Because I haven't really gone through 538 yet. I haven't really gone through any of that. We've just been kind of watching live coverage of some of the races, but they haven't covered that one yet.
Let me see. 538. I haven't looked at 538 yet, but pretty much everywhere I look has been like, I don't know. Axios was saying like they were predicting a red wave. Let's see what 538 says. Yeah. Fetterman is disabled and Oz is a neocon. I don't know that Oz is a neocon. All I know Oz for is being a quack on TV. Like,
Isn't he like a weird MAGA person now?
He is, yeah.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Probably
the
not a
updates
neocon then.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, yeah, 51 seats are up in the Senate. Republicans are favored to win the House. Let's see about the Senate.
It's like 60-40 for the Senate.
Yeah.
So I feel like what we're going to see, if I was to give my predictions, I don't know what your your projections for what's going to happen are going to be, but I feel like we're probably going to see the Republicans take the House and the Senate. We're going to see some dark times, but you know what they say about hard times? They make strong men. And you know what they say about strong men? They make good times.
And you know what they say about good times, right?
They make weak men.
They do, yeah. Yeah. But, don't worry, because weak men make bad times, and then bad times make strong men, so, we'll get there.
I know that we're not going to get any, real information until we get closer to, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., maybe, 10 p.m. my time. So, what do you think? Do you think that are you, doomer-pilled like me, and you think that the 60-40 Senate chances are going to end up with the Republicans, or...
I don't know, because, I would have thought that after the Roe v. Wade ruling that there would be more people motivated to go out and vote. I think we may still see, a couple of places that are going to surprise us, but for the most part, I still expect, a red wave. So, I still expect a red wave. Though, there's no point in doomer pilling over it, right? All we can do is kind of wait and see what happens and remain hopeful.
All right, now let's move on from the political side of this to the content side of this. Are you ready for the next 2 years of fucking Republican fucking bills passing and all the coverage that we get to do over that? Can you imagine how much fucking money we're gonna make off of these motherfuckers, dude? Holy shit! Can you imagine getting to cover the things that Dr. Oz says in fucking office, dude? I'm so fucking ready. I cannot wait for all of the.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a cis white man. Okay, do you know how little this shit's going to affect me? I am so fucking ready to just start raking in the cash.
True.
All of the stupid little viewers that come through to hear my fucking very, very based opinions that I hear from other people and regurgitate, as is my lot in life as an orbiter and a small streamer. Nothing I say. It's all just CIA talking points sent to me over Gmail, and watching my handler Destiny tell us what our
our handler, your handler Destiny. Man, you know what I gotta say? I come up with plenty of base takes on my own, okay? But because I'm a tiny ass streamer, nobody gives me credit for these takes, because somebody bigger eventually says them, and they get all the credit for it, okay?
Literally
I come up with good shit
all the time. Literally all the fucking time. But you know what? I just started to embrace it. Yeah, did I say it first? Yeah, but that's because Destiny told me to say it first.
Yeah. Is that yeah, that's what it is?
Oh yes. Because that way, if it ends up being incorrect, if it ends up being wrong, guess who gets to take the fall for that one?
That's true. You know what? I always try to be like, guys, I don't know what's going on. We just gotta be hopeful. And then that way, if something good happens, we're like, see, getting hopeful is fine. And then if something bad happens, oh well, all we can do is remain hopeful. That's all, So it's like a very nobody can hold me kind of responsible if I'm just like, yeah, just remain hopeful, guys. But I can't wait to see.
Remain hopeful, but. Have you had anyone in your chat yet come through and say that voting is useless and stupid and all that shit?
Not yet, actually. I think my people know that I'll yell at them if they say that in my chat, but I mean, it's good. It's a good way to give you guys content, I guess. Blue tidal wave, I'll say it. Rocket surgery, I don't know what you're talking about. It is not happening. I don't think there's a blue tidal wave. There's a red tsunami.
It's possible, but it's, you know what? know what? It is statistically, it's still like, you know, statistically, the stats are there, right? Like, it can still happen, right?
Yeah.
Listen, if the Democrats just, you know, keep on calling for recounts, right? And then we say that this one's a fake election, right? Because, like, the Republicans did it, you know, we can do our Bernie math to make sure that we can always find a way out to say that the Democrats can win.
Yeah, we can do the Bernie math. Yeah, that's true. We just need like a 200 post Twitter thread. We can do it.
Very true. Okay, so this is I'm about to have a conversation here in a second, but I was thinking I was going to like kind of go around and ask people, but I don't know how long this motherfucker's going to take to call me.
They nabbed him in
I was going to see if, like, maybe you, Rhizome, maybe we can get Dylan Burns on
Sure.
this, you know, just all sit down and watch all of the election coverage. Would you be down for that?
I'd be down for that. That sounds like a super fun time.
All right.
Yeah, and then we can fight about really petty things, like about whether the tie choice of a certain candidate is like a good choice or whether it indicates mental illness or something. So.
You know what? If someone wears a green tie tonight, that motherfucker narcissistic personality disorder.
Well, I have a theory about people and the colors that they wear. I feel if you wear more than 4 colors in an outfit, and four colors that you choose, right? Like not like a shirt that's multicolored, but if you have like more than 4 colors in your outfit, you're probably mentally ill. I think most people don't. So? Yeah, I think most people don't choose. I think even 4 is pushing it. I think most people choose, you know, to keep the colors kind of. They try to keep it under 4, right? So if you get over 4, you're definitely mentally ill because you're not even thinking about the color coordination at that point.
Maybe they missed something.
There's just like some of the colors have faded over time. Like originally they were the same color, but you know, you got a new piece of clothing, you're wearing an old piece of clothing. You think?
Well, shades don't really count. No, shades don't really count. Like shades of the same color, it's the same color. You know, light green,
so
dark
if I'm wearing
green.
navy blue, if I'm wearing navy blue, and then you know sky blue, yellow, and then let's say like a lavender. And you said more than 4.
Yeah, more than 4. Though 4 is still pushing it for me, but
okay,
yeah.
Let's say those 3 colors because I'm wearing 2 colors that are technically the same. They're still blue, but
yeah, they're the same shade, so it's fine.
There's different shades. So light blue and navy, and then royal purple. That works for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jesus Christ, you fucking disgust me.
What are you talking about? What, do you have a different... You think that different shades should count too?
Gotta be a space under
Then
this
everybody's fucking crazy.
Guess I should do some cleaning.
Did he leave? I bet he left the call. Yeah, he left the call. You know what? I think we should take a look, guys, at the, I think we should take a look at the different colors that people in these races are... Oh, why is my mic so hot? Let me turn it down a little bit. Stars, I voted, and also I want to report that I 100% voted for women's rights. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker. I might wear a different shirt. I don't know that I like this shirt with this dress. It is groovy. funky, that's what.
Notes on the ledger entries. Clever. Interesting holdings. Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in skeleton. Must be found in overground. Appearance unchanged. Action hands. Scar on face. Avoids contact with others. Countenance one. So-called bear and host the subject in his castle. What can I say? Believe on the appropriate sport. Reason unknown. Talk to bear in the code perch.
Paris, how are you feeling? I'm feeling great. How are you?
Let's talk about what's going on. Oh, hi, Stardust.
Hey, how's it going?
How is my newest authoritarian pilled friend?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Great, great. Have you fully decided that voting is cuck bullshit and no one should do it?
No, I have not decided that yet, actually.
So, Stardust, this is Lilith, my friend.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What's your name again?
It's Lilith.
I'm sorry?
Or Lilith Lovett.
Lilith
Oh, Lilith. Oh, okay. Oh my god, your voice is so cute.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Not a voice changer, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I know.
That's what people say. It's a voice changer, but nah.
Actually, yeah, I recall you went on Vash's stream at one point, and the entire chat was like, that's not her real voice.
Oh no, it's real. I can tell.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Here's Stardust. I'll put this in the chat. That's Lilith.
Oh.
You're more of a Twitter person at this point than anything else, Lilith.
Yeah, I'm mostly on Twitter. Although I'm hoping to branch out at
I just follow
different ones.
Interesting.
So yeah, Stardust, what I was saying before is I've invited a bunch of people on. They'll probably come in and out over the course of the night. Sargon's sick right now, actually, but he said he'll drop
poor
by.
guy. Okay.
He said he'll drop by at some point.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sargon.
R.I.P. V will probably drop in. Econo Boy might drop in. Arch. Yeah, Arch has to be awake enough to go cross country in 7 hours. He can't drop in. No Arch.
Yeah.
But we'll probably see Kibbs. Do you know who Arch is, Stardust?
No, I don't.
Okay. That's Arch Warhammer. He's got a pretty big channel.
Nice.
But he's like a solidly rightoid kind of guy. I like him though. We're good friends.
Oh.
I think he's the biggest Warhammer YouTuber on YouTube. Like he's the biggest guy.
Base. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Sargon and Callum are on the two Lauren shows right now. Yeah, so Lauren Chen and Lauren Southern are doing like a show over on Odyssey. They don't stream on YouTube anymore. Yeah.
Wow. Are they still allowed to stream on YouTube?
I think they are. Yeah, they're just not doing it. I mean, I know Styx and V are doing a thing. Styx and V and Razor Fist. They're doing something on Rumble, I think. So like, everyone's getting off YouTube right now. All the rightoids don't want to go. You know.
Maybe I need to start uploading to my Odyssey or whatever. I don't even know how to do that.
Odyssey actually directly connects. You can just like make it work like BitChute does, where it just auto uploads whatever you upload. So I upload to Rumble and Odyssey as well because they are growing and they are starting to take off.
Okay, well I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, that's so cool. I think I have an
auto upload thing. That's actually a pretty cool feature.
Yep. Oh god, the too hot Lauren stream. Come on, chat, don't be coomers. To be fair, they are both hot, but yes. Actually, I think Destiny's gonna drop in over there in a couple hours anyway. Everyone's doing something tonight. Everyone's doing something. And I'm just here authoritarian pilling everyone.
Yeah.
it's Lilith, you're a libertarian. Libertarians always become autocrats. That's how it works.
Not this one.
That's why all libertarians end up going with Mr. House in New Vegas.
No, what's Jasmine?
Hold on a second here. Apparently Kibbs is actually voting right now, and then he will be dropping on later. Good old Kibbs. Kibbs the cat boy. Okay, so Stardust, I know that like you're not like a leftist in that you're not a socialist, but you are like a leftist by American standards. You're like a pretty solid Democrat voter, right?
Yeah, I'm a Dem, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get my channel completely fucking banned. We'll talk about election fraud. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go.
So much for your channel.
Give super chats. It's my final stream, guys. What do you think of the whole election fraud narrative, anyway?
I didn't even know there was narrative for the midterms. Is there?
Oh yeah. And you know what? It's coming from both sides this time. Here, I'll share my screen because I have some things that I can.
My take is just that no matter what happens these days, there's going to be accusations of election fraud.
Yeah.
From all sides, no matter what.
Damn, you got a lot of tabs open, my dude. Damn.
There's no way we're going to have any
research.
elections anymore. With people going, well, my side lost, so, but it's all fair and square.
Come on.
I don't know, I feel like these days, that perception is long gone.
Okay, so let's see what I've got going on. But this was the current map on Google. This is the projections. It seems like things might swing a bit right.
Yep.
You can see,
That's to be expected.
Yep, things seem to rotate around the center a lot. Where when you have like a Democratic president, you might get like the House of the Senate flips to the other side, and then it happened with Trump, it happened with Obama. It just seems to be the way things go in American politics. Where was the thing that I wanted to find? Here, I'll take away that for the viewers, but not for you guys. What am I looking for here? Okay, so we're gonna look at a few things here, okay, guys? And it's gonna be some black pills, but I think we'll be able to get through it. So Maricopa County was basically the site of what I consider to be the only possibly legitimate accusation of some sort of, maybe not fraud, because that's a pretty strong, word, but maybe like some kind of massive, like widespread mistake. Like someone fucked up massively with the ballots in 2020.
Definitely something that's possible, like imaginable in real life.
Mm-hmm. So I know like Trump filed in like a dozen states, and then you had like investigations, and the investigations went nowhere, and then the judges even looked at it and said, there's no fucking evidence here, like what are you talking about?
That wasn't what happened with most of the investigations, and they spent millions of dollars on this too. Yeah,
but with Maricopa County in Arizona, you know, there did seem to be a higher than not higher than average, like higher than the rest of the instances, possibility that there actually was some funny business. So Maricopa County is where all the rightoids are kind of keeping their eye on right now. And so if you follow right-wing Twitter, you're going to see a lot of stuff like this. So you have the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors says that 20% of voting centers are having issues with their tabulators. He says the ballot can still be dropped in the box. It will just get centrally tabulated tonight. They're working to fix the issue. So let's just watch this real quick here.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Other villagers all scurried off as soon as they saw me.
We try and run them through the tabulator, and they're not going through. But the good thing is we do, first of all, we're trying to fix this problem as quickly as possible. And we also have a redundancy in place. If you can't put the ballot in the tabulator, then you can simply place it here in where you see the number 3. And this is a secure box where those ballots will be kept for later this evening, where we'll bring them in here to Central County to tabulate them.
So this would function much like early voting functions, in that we would get your ballot back. Once we've signature verified it, we would send it to our central tabulators. Ballots that are in here will already be, in effect, signature verified, so we won't need to confirm identity, but we will central tabulate them. This is actually what the majority of Arizona counties do on election day all the time.
Okay, I assume you guys could hear that, right?
Yeah, the beginning was a little bit quiet for me, but yeah, I turned it up.
Yeah. I'm going to add Kibbs. He's ready to go. Here he is, once he jumps in. But yeah, so...
I didn't hear that one at all. I didn't know you were playing the stream.
Really? Oh my god. I haven't cranked up the max. Okay.
No, I just didn't know the stream was playing.
Oh, okay, so you missed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well anyway, see, this is probably just like a regular kind of voting machine fuck up. You know, technical difficulties happen all the time. I've worked in tech, so I know they happen all the time. But if you have a right-wing population that is already very skeptical, and then skeptical again about Maricopa County, I can see how they're looking at this and thinking it's a conspiracy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Gibbs.
Hey, guys.
What's up, man?
Not much.
So you you weren't voting. You were playing you Blizzard traitor, you shill.
He's having a fucking meltdown.
You were playing World of Warcraft, you traitor.
Yeah.
You Chinese shill.
Oh my god. Whoa.
I'm not. No. Let's not throw those around, okay?
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Gibbs, this is Stardust, by the way. You already know
Hi. Good.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. How are you doing?
Nice to meet all of you. Well, I know you.
Gibbs, we just watched an entire series on Lord of the Rings with Lola.
Yep. I know you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
after doing that, I've been washing the taste out of my mouth with the good shit, the good trilogies. I've been watching. I finished watching the Hobbit series for the first time, and I watched the best ones, the OG, original trilogy.
Actually, something that I heard just today is
Extended
that
edition.
Amazon might actually be retconning the first season and just starting over because it was so fucking bad. Oh my god! Hey, hold on, we're talking about the election here, though. Okay, so Kibbs, Kibbs, you're a bit more right-leaning than me. You and Arch, you're kind of like right-oid blood brothers.
Wow! Holy shit! You have no idea what my political leanings are, dude.
Listen, I have listened to you enough to know what your political leanings are, Kibbs. It's okay though. Like I'll be friends with anyone. I'm not slandering you here. Like,
I see.
It's just that because you're a femboy, I know that you're probably more right than left.
True.
You're a femboy?
No.
Yes.
Definitely not.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being a femboy.
Oh, there is.
There's nothing wrong with being a femboy. There's nothing wrong, Kibbs. It's okay. Listen, it's okay. Kibbs, it's okay that all of your fan art that you get is of you being a woman. It's fine.
It's of our mascot. This is a key distinction here.
Who's also your avatar?
Yeah, it's the alias.
It's perfect crime.
Yep, the chat's already saying breed Kibbs. Breed Kibbs, breed Kibbs, breed Kibbs.
Cursed.
What I do know, Kibbs, is that I know that you're a bit more election skeptical than I am.
Skeptical?
Well, yeah. I've heard you and Arch talk about, like, the election in 2020 and stuff, and, I mean, it's okay. We're here to talk about it. By the way, Kibbs, your pal Arch, he is currently sleeping it off. No Arch tonight.
Yeah. No, thank you. I'm fine.
I know. We were originally going to do stuff on Tuesday, but sadly, we have no time.
Yep. R.I.P.
Fairman's here? What the fuck? You have
Is Fairman here? What, do you want Fairman to come in?
I mean, can if you want. Can you him?
Well, he's a Nazi, right? Listen,
sure, yeah, let's go.
Kibbs, he's German. He has to be.
We're gonna get him arrested.
Listen, if Fairman wants to come in, he can send me a DM. I'm okay with it. Fairman's a good guy. He just has a really strange accent.
He does.
But anyway, Anyway, though. Oh, he just woke up. Jesus Christ.
You know who else had a funny accent?
Who?
Hitler.
You two are on the same wavelength, eh? Okay, so, Gibbs, what do you recall about 2020 Maricopa County, my friend?
Nothing, to be honest.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so let me.
Too much girl brain, Gibbs. Okay.
Yeah, basically. Like, every election cycle, I always vote, because that's what I was raised to do. Always participate in voting.
Yep.
As you should. Civic duty and all that. But beyond that, it's like I cast my vote and I'm like, well, fingers crossed, and that's kind of just the end of it. I don't really waste too much time with it after that.
I mean, fair enough, right? People who, like, obsess over some of this stuff, it can get a bit cringe. But yeah, basically, Maricopa County in Arizona was the one place where a lot of right-leaning people were focusing their investigations because there was actually a fair amount of weird stuff coming out of Maricopa County. Like, a lot of Trump's allegations were just copium, but Maricopa County was a little bit different. And so we just watched this video clip where 20% of voting centers are having issues with their tabulators in Maricopa County. And this is like beginning to stoke the fire on the right-leaning side of the internet of like, oh my god, they're going to rig the election again, guys. So we just watched this. I think I have another one we can check out. Oh yeah, Maricopa County already reporting problems with their machines. Let's check this one out.
You know, everybody wants to make sure that
there's audio, by the way.
And everything is fine.
Can you repeat that?
I can promise you.
Can you start from the beginning and repeat that?
So what happens is we have two tabulators. One of the tabulators is not working. Okay. The other tabulator is taking about 75% successful. So 25% of them are being misread, and it could be a printer issue, or it could be the tabulator itself. So when it's misread, you have an option to put it into what's called box 3, and it gets read, whether it goes downtown and gets read manually, or whether it gets refed into our tabulator to get read. Okay? So no one's trying to deceive anybody.
Of course not. Not on election day. That would never happen, right? No, that would never happen.
So choices are, you know, you guys. Sure.
What is that?
So I actually hopped on over to the inn, and unfortunately I couldn't find the damn innkeep, so I still had no food. But was it yeah, right here, inn at the crossroads. There should have been an innkeep, but fucking there. So.
Hello.
A little bit irritated, but either way.
Wait, I was watching the video.
You were? I'm pretty good.
You guys didn't see it?
Last point I had.
We saw it, but it ended. Yeah, we saw that it ended, and then it was quiet.
So.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good. It was just like quiet.
Right,
and then...
What are you going to do about it?
As soon as Kibbs joined the call, it killed my feed.
You know what? That explains why they were all
damn it, Kibbs, what did I tell you?
Because I butchered those guys back at the
bar. I can play it again if you like.
Hey, I can actually,
Can you guys see it now?
My plan theory right now looks like... So.
The other tabulator is taking about 75% successful. So 25% of them are being misread, and it could be a printer issue.
Okay.
Or it could be the tabulator itself. So when it's misread, you have an option to put it into what's called box 3, and it gets read, whether it goes downtown and gets read manually, or whether it gets refed into our tabulator to get read. Okay? So no one's trying to deceive anybody.
Of course not. Not on election day. That would never happen, right? No, that would never happen.
So choices are, you know, you guys. Sure.
I get up there, your dad happens to my ballot, and I take my ballot, and it goes to the mouth.
Sorry, it's not like you can go to
I don't trust you on the box. The box may never make
no way.
The choices.
I'll come back.
The choices to wait until.
Okay. Did you guys see it this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so this dude here in red, he seems to be completely reasonable, just doing his job. He's not at fault for anything. But if you look at the attitudes of the people in line, they just seem to be fed up with this, you know?
Yeah.
And these are like boomers and Karens and people who aren't terminally online like we are. And they don't pay attention to this stuff. So they're just like, I don't trust this process. You know, we heard about what happened last time, or what possibly could have happened last time, we see this happening. I'm like that woman just left. You know, they're just, even if nothing's actually wrong and everything actually turns out to be above board, I think people are just they seem to be at the end of their nerves when it comes to trusting these sort of institutions right now.
Considering the fact that they fucked up the machines, like, people get very short-tempered very quickly because nobody wants to sit in line only to find out that everything they did didn't matter to begin with. It was completely pointless.
Especially when it's a vote.
Only be natural for people to be frustrated.
Yeah, especially when it's voting and it's Americans. Yeah, like this is...
Like, it's one of those things that they should have tested these things beforehand, so they have zero excuse. So somebody's head should be on a frying pan after this, obviously.
My walk with God.
What do you think, Stardust?
I understand why people would be frustrated and skeptical. So, yeah.
What else do I have? I don't have another...
But I feel bad for the guy as well.
Yeah.
The guy's definitely just doing his job. I don't think he put the machine on purpose to fuck with people.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, most of these people are like boomers and Karens themselves who are working these places, you know?
Yeah.
So this comes from Charlie Kirk's Twitter account. He might have a small face, but the video is still legit. So, let's see.
So I pulled my ballot in, but so it didn't. It got misread. But then what was happening?
Put it in there.
Yeah.
And tonight, a Republican and a Democrat will sit and go through all of the misread ballots all over the county and count them, and it will get counted.
Okay. And
Okay.
both machines are not working. Yeah.
No, nothing's working in the last half hour. Nothing.
Thank you. So I pulled my ballot in, but so it didn't.
Well, I mean, to be fair, yeah, there will be people who are counting. A Republican and a Dem will be looking at the votes, right? So that's fine, you know, as long as they find a way to fix the situation.
Yes, yeah. So, like, if you have some kind of a mechanical or tech fuck-up, this is exactly how you should handle it. So you have some, like, a representative from both parties looking at the ballots and counting them and making sure everything's fine. That's what you should be doing. But man, people, these videos are going viral, and you have people who are outside of Maricopa County, and they're all going, "Oh my God, it's being stolen from us again, guys!"
Yeah, I think it's a little bit.
Hey, it's getting stolen everywhere. Whereas, what's most likely Occam's razor, there's something wrong with the voting machine. At this one place.
Yeah. The place that I went to vote at had 3 of the electronic things available, and then the rest were, like, I don't know, it was quicker to fill out a paper ballot, and, they'll, I trust the election process. I think that they'll count it, they'll figure a way to make sure it's counted.
Yeah. Were they the same machines, actually? Does it look like the same kind of machine?
It doesn't look like the same machine that there was at my place, so.
Yeah. I know back in 2020, Sargon was saying, there was a meme saying going around, and I think it actually started with Sargon, going around the right, where he said, "Return to pottery shards." And the pottery shards thing was, I think, in Greece, what they would do is they would put all their ballots into a pot, and then they'd break the pot. And the idea would be that all the ballots will be in the ruins of the broken pot, so you can't really like slip anything in. But he was like, "Return to pottery shards," and it's like the idea was that you shouldn't be using voting machines at all. We should only use paper ballots because voting machines might get hacked or they might have mistakes or whatever the case. It's just funny because you have that woman in the previous video who was like, "I don't trust the paper ballots. I only want the voting machine." It's
yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, but really, there are these in-person checks to make sure that the votes are counted properly, right? So, I would still encourage anybody, even if there's like something like a malfunction with the machine, I would still encourage everybody to go and vote. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think
that anybody would think like voting on paper ballots is less secure than